What is Israeli spyware Pegasus? The surveillance was carried out between in and around April 2019 and May 2019 on users in 20 countries across 4 continents, WhatsApp said in its complaint. In 2019, the Indian Express reported that the popular messaging platform WhatsApp was used to spy on journalists and human rights activists in India earlier that year. The surveillance was carried out using a spyware tool called Pegasus developed by an Israeli firm, the NSO Group. WhatsApp sued the NSO Group in a federal court in San Francisco, accusing it of using WhatsApp servers in the United States and elsewhere to send malware to approximately 1,400 mobile phones and devices, target devices, for the purpose of conducting surveillance of specific WhatsApp users. The surveillance was carried out between in and around April 2019 and May 2019 on users in 20 countries across 4 continents, WhatsApp said in its complaint. In an op-ed in the Washington Post, the head of WhatsApp, Will Cathcart, wrote that the surveillance targeted at least 100 human rights defenders, journalists, and other members of civil society across the world. He underlined that tools that enable surveillance into our private lives are being abused, and the proliferation of this technology into the hands of irresponsible companies and the governments put us at all risks. WhatsApp, which is owned by Facebook, is the world's most popular messaging app with more than 1.5 billion users worldwide. About a quarter of those users, more than 400 million or 40 acre, are in India, WhatsApp biggest market. The NSO Group is a Tel Aviv-based cyber security company that specializes in surveillance technology and claims to help governments and law enforcement agencies across the world fight crime and terrorism. So what exactly is Pegasus? All spyware do what the name suggests. Then they spy on people through their phones. Pegasus works by sending an exploit link, and if the target user clicks on the link, the malware or the code that allows the surveillance is installed on the user's phone. A presumably newer version of the malware does not even require a target user to click a link. More on Once Pegasus is installed, the attacker was completely access to the target's user phones. The first reports on Pegasus spyware operations emerged in 2016 when Ahmed Mansour, a human rights activist in UAE, was targeted with an SMS link on his iPhone 6. The Pegasus tool at the time exploited a software chink in Apple's iOS to take over the device. Apple responded by pushing out an update to patch or fix the issue. As September 2018, the Citizen Lab, an interdisciplinary lab based at the Munk School of Global Affairs and Public Policy, University of Toronto, showed that Pegasus delivers a chain of zero-day exploits to penetrate security features on the phone and installs Pegasus without the user's knowledge or permission. Pegasus spyware operations were live in 45 countries at the time, the Citizens Lab research showed. A zero-day exploit is completely unknown vulnerability about which even the software manufacturer is not aware, and there is no patch or fix available for it. In the specific case of Apple and WhatsApp, therefore, neither company was aware of the security vulnerability which was used to exploit the software and take over the device. In December 2018, Montreal-based Saudi activist Omar Abduljai launched a case against the NSO Group in a court in Tel Aviv, alleging that the phone had been infiltrated using Pegasus and the conversations that he had with his close friend, the murdered Saudi dissident journalist Jamal Khashoggi, snooped on. Khashoggi was slaughtered by Saudi agents at the kingdom's consulate in Istanbul on October 2, 2018. Abdulaziz said he believed his phone was hacked in August that year. In May 2019, the Financial Times reported that Pegasus was being used to exploit WhatsApp and spy on potential targets. WhatsApp issued an urgent software update to fix the security bug that was allowing the spyware to exploit the app. Once installed, what can Pegasus do? The Citizen Lab post said Pegasus can send back the target's private data, including passwords, contact list, calendar, events, text messages, and live voice calls from popular mobile messaging apps. The target phone camera and microphone can be turned on to capture all activity in the phone's vicinity, expanding the scope of the surveillance. According to claims in a Pegasus brochure that WhatsApp has submitted to court as a technical exhibit, the malware can also access email, SMS location tracking, network details, device settings, and browsing history data. All of this takes place without the target's user knowledge. Other key features of Pegasus, according to the brochure, are ability to access password protected devices, being totally transparent to the target, leaving no trace on the device, consuming minimal battery, memory, and data so as to not arouse suspicion in more alerts users, a self-destruct mechanism in case of risk of exposure, and ability to retrieve any file for deeper analysis. The brochure called Pegasus product description says Pegasus can work on BlackBerry, Android, iOS, and Symbian based devices. The mention of now discounted mobile OS Symbian and the no longer popular BlackBerry suggests that document is old and Pegasus has certainly been upgraded over the years. Then how did Pegasus exploit WhatsApp? The Financial Times report in 2019 said that a missed call on the app was all that was needed to install the software on the device. No clicking on misleading link was required. WhatsApp later explained that Pegasus had exploited the video voice call function on the app, which had a 0-day security flaw. It did not matter if the target did not take the call, the flaw allowed for the malware to be installed anyway. The exploit impacted WhatsApp for Android prior to v.2.19.134, WhatsApp Business for Android, WhatsApp iOS prior to WhatsApp Business for iOS prior to WhatsApp for Windows prior to WhatsApp for TGen. Can Pegasus be used for target just about anyone? Technically, yes. But while tools such as Pegasus can be used for mass surveillance, it would seem like that only selected individuals would be targeted. In the present case, WhatsApp has claimed that it sent a special message to approximately 1400 users who it believed were impacted by the attack to directly inform them about what has happened. WhatsApp has not said about how many people it contacted in India. The Indian Express reported in 2019 that at least 24 academics, lawyers, Dalit activists, and journalists were alerted by the company in India. It is not known who carried out the surveillance on the Indian targets. The NSO group, while disputing WhatsApp allegations in the strongest possible terms, has said that it provides the tools exclusively to licensed government intelligence and law enforcement agencies and not just to anyone who wants it. Thank you.